After all of the Reddit threads and all of the gaming news outlets saying we are never going to get a Red Dead Redemption PC port, and after 14 years of the fans wanting one, we are finally here. I am so curious to see the difference between the console version and the PC version, because I looked up the specs and it really only seems like it's the resolution and the frame rate that is going to be changed. So I'm so curious to see how this game plays on a mouse and keyboard. I played this game about a year and a half ago when my channel was really starting to kind of catch its bearings and before I really knew what I was doing. So I'm curious to try this again in a more professional environment setting. I have a face cam this time, which I did not have on the first go around of this. My videos also then were shorter, like 25 to 30 minutes, which is really only probably a mission or two. So I'm going to make these longer, more drawn out. There's going to be very little editing because I just want to experience the Wild West like how I did from 2010. But guys, welcome back. Let's get into Red Dead Redemption on the PC. About time. They also have normal, hardcore, or undead nightmare mode. I don't know what the hardcore is, but I just want the normal experience. So let's get into it. Save could not be found. Yes, create a new save game. Also, the fact that this is probably going to be so much faster because I have this installed on an SSD and we're not relying on the Xbox. Yeah, that was instant. Okay. I mean, you can tell by the movement already in the water with the frame rate that it's going to be a little bit of an improvement. Health benefits of smoking. I never noticed that.
Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williamson's gang terrorizes.
Rockstar Game presents. I definitely see a little bit of subtle changes graphically, but nothing that shocking. That's that much of a difference. Like, you can definitely tell that they added a little bit more to the textures. But again, nothing substantial. One of the greatest series ever made. So, I mean, in my opinion, Red Dead Redemption 2 played a lot better on a PC versus a console. So
that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
okay.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Are they? Are they happier now?
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
I hate everyone on this train.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts.
Hey, Bonnie MacFarlane.
The opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
All right, go to the saloon. This feels so weird on a mouse and keyboard. Okay, got it. All right, let's go to the saloon. I mean, I really, in all honesty, this versus the Xbox Series X improved version, I really don't think it looks that different. I mean, maybe the sky looks a little bit better, but overall, whoop, put the gun away, John. Thank you. So, in my opinion, it's all going to be about the frame rate, the way it feels, and using a mouse and keyboard versus a controller, but I'm really not expecting anything more.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends. They're pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
All right, follow Jake to the horses. Whoops, excuse me, Jake. My apologies. I mean, I would say probably the sky is the biggest difference so far.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Ulster.
All right, E to ride the horse. Yep. So, I mean, I'm gonna be pretty familiar with the controls because of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm sure they're pretty much the same, but it has been it's been about the same amount of time since I've played Red Dead Redemption 2. About a year. Okay, so if you hold that, I wonder what new additions they've added.
So it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. you do fight are about as sociable as most read effective. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
So I kind of want to get into some action because, I mean, I know the first hour of the game is just learning all the controls.
Oh, it was the Marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
I mean, it does look like they changed the coloring a little bit in the game also. Like they've enhanced the colors.
Talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get back on the path. Get back on the path.
Yeah.
Fort Mercer.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
I mean, here's the thing with Red Dead Redemption right now. From what we have seen, what we have played, unless they do a complete remaster and, you know, maybe some mods get added, this is the best we are going to see the first Red Dead Redemption. This is the best that it's going to perform. So if you want to experience Red Dead Redemption at the highest possible quality that it can, try it out on PC, because so far this really does feel very, very smooth. You know, in the original Red Dead, you could definitely tell that it was 30 frames. And again, this is 144. And in all honesty, on the Xbox 360 version, the PS3 version, it probably, in some instances, did less than 30. So, I mean, everything does feel very crisp. There's no jitteriness, kind of how the Red Dead Redemption 1, the original release, it definitely did have some jitteriness. Whereas this one, again, it feels really smooth. Fort Mercer. All right. Bill Williamson. The textures on the face don't really look like they were enhanced.
Bill, I've come for you. Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh.
Right in the ribs.
Poor John.
New friends, old problems.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie MacFarlane. Miss Bonnie MacFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss MacFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
All right. So I think that the movement of the facial expressions, again, that probably just has to do with frame rate. And, you know, the way that everything in the world just kind of flows together, it does seem obviously smoother. It doesn't seem it is smoother. But again, that's just the higher frame rates. You know, it really doesn't seem like overall, even the textures have really been changed in a lot of different instances. But I mean, in all honesty, it feels like they added HDR. And whenever I tried to look at what the improvements and the differences were, it really just talked about the 144 frames. It talked about the HDR. It talked about it can now do ultra wide. And then that's really it as far as the differences. I mean, they may have changed the lighting, but I could be wrong about that. So if I go to the settings here and I go to graphical settings or display settings, let's do graphics. Refresh rate 244, frame rate cap 144. We have VSync on, triple buffering, pause game on focus, loss, constrained mouse pointer. We have everything on ultra. I don't know why. Enable high damage requires a monitor capable of HDR and full screen mode to activate. So just so you guys know, I do have an HDR monitor. So I really don't know why that is off. So shadow blend, smooth, everything is as max as possible. Can I change this to be any higher? Nope, 16's the highest. Upscaling, got the NVIDIA upscaling. We have motion blur improved. We have motion blur strength all the way up. Everything for detail is all the way up. So I'm just so you guys can see what the settings I'm working with here. We do have oh wait, they added gun set number 3. So they have, did they have this before? Cheats? I didn't notice this before on the last one. Right to bear arms, gun blazing, Beastmaster, so. I don't really know what any of this stuff means, but we can enter our own cheat as well, it looks like. So that's very interesting that that has been added. I could have completely missed that on the Xbox 360 version. Did we get any outfits already? No, all of this is going to be having to gather it. Okay, got it. So let's go do our first mission, our first actual mission. I really, really want to get into some gunplay, but I know that's going to be a little bit.
Back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
All right, walk with Bonnie. In all honesty, despite everything, despite what they improved, what they didn't improve, I'm just finally, I'm so happy that it's finally on the PC.
It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss MacFarlane.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
All right, let's accompany Bonnie. Match her speed. Okay, so you can turn with the mouse. Got it.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Absolutely.
Where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. Yeah! That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Very true. I want to shoot something.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Try to keep up, will you?
Come on.
Whoop. All right, is that it?
Back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss MacFarlane.
All right, ride your horse to the hitching post. Press F. Got it.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Imagine having no AC. That's all I gotta say.
Mr. Marston,
I'm sure it's so hot.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
Oh, we're good. I unplugged the controller. Which it did say that the DualSense controller does not work with this game. That's like the first message that popped up when I had my PS5 controller hooked up.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around
All right,
this
so
time.
let's see what the gunplay is like. Gunplay is going to be hard to kind of test with
This is a dangerous time of night for
taking
us.
out animals. I want to see what it's like to really, you know, be in a gunfight with a person. All right, let's go. In fact, they made some adjustments to the horses.
Eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
The horse details seem a little bit more enhanced.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. Look, those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and give me a hand, will you?
All right, let's go.
Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pop. That's it. Kill those little varmints.
Oop, can't see. Get out of here. Okay, the gunplay feels nice.
Mr. Marston, that rabbit didn't stand a chance. Mount back up. We should check out the rest of the ranch.
Although then we kind of just... We shot them with the repeater, which means we probably can't eat them because they're so small. So the bullet damaged all the meat.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Guys, the gunplay feels nice.
Oh, there. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Whoop.
Easy now.
Hey, get back on the horse. I'm trying to see if there's a way to...
Shoot 'em before they
Whoop.
get to the animals. Good shooting, Mr. Marston. Hurry, I bet you're going straight to the chicken.
Come on, go, 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 go. Why are you not galloping?
Nice shot. Looks like
Got him.
that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Okay.
Come. Yeah.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've
Thank
had a
you.
little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss MacFarlane.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss MacFarlane.
Ooh, they got a blacksmith. You can sleep in the bed in your room to save your game. Got it. I want to play some liar's dice. If you sleep, you will wake up 6 hours later. You can also pick up extra ammo from the trunk in your room. Current Deadeye level 1 of 3. So can we just pick up some? There we go. All right, so I take it. Let's save the game. Let's go take a little nappy nap, and then we will. Yeah, there we go. Save. Then we'll go see what Bonnie's got for us. Some people even deal in valuable information about the surroundings in the form. Oh, okay. Didn't even get to read all that. All right, Bonnie, let's see what you got for us. I forgot if everything in Red Dead Redemption is timed. Meaning you have to be in the mission or you have to go to the mission at a certain time.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss MacFarlane. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and
it's a badass tale.
You, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Bonnie. I'm about to prove her wrong.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts. Whoa there.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get on the horse. Get on the... What are you doing, John?
Go.
Okay.
On the count of 3.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss MacFarlane. Come on.
Absolutely not. Galloping is kind of hard on a mouse and keyboard, though, because you have to keep tapping left. You got to keep tapping the shift button, which is very, very awkward.
Call yourself a dangerous outlaw?
Whoa, hop over, hop over, hop over. Okay, I actually... Oh, I can't pause it. Pause. Pause. I think I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix the controls because that's so awkward to like have to continuously do this. Gamepad controls. Where's the gallop controls? I don't... Oh, game... We don't want that. Okay, key mappings. Common... Where is the horse? On vehicle, jump, spur, whip horses. Can I not make it that? So spaces to jump. Oh, I can't make it that? That's unfortunate. What can I make it that would make this more simple? No. I don't know why it's not letting me do one of the side buttons on my mouse. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's just go back then. John, go. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. Wow. Using the shift button as a way to control your horse, to make your horse go faster and gallop is like so awkward.
Let's go.
We're gonna lose for sure. We're gonna lose. I've never lost this race before. We're somehow catching up to her.
Try to keep up, will ya?
Come on.
Yeah.
You still think you're gonna win this, don't you? Let's go.
This horse sucks. Where do you go? John! Dude, my pinky is like on fire right now. Yeah, she won. Do we have to win this? We'll let her win. It's fine. God, that's so awkward. I don't remember that from Red Dead Redemption 2.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the Marshal a visit in Armadillo.
I don't like that.
sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss MacFarlane.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
So literally, to like have your horse go fast, you have to do this and like do this. Which maybe my fingers are just, I don't know, man. But that was so awkward. Oh my God, my pinky is on fire now. I don't know why, but I cannot use my side mouse buttons to map that differently. Okay, so where did my horse go? Kind of just want to do this one again, huh?
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
We're doing good.
Miss MacFarlane, how are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins.
Absolutely.
It would do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
I gotta go around.
Let's just go. I don't want to keep Paul waiting. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure.
Why does, what is happening?
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
So what is so awkward?
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the
Why are they like veering off to the left?
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss MacFarlane.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business.
What is happening?
Is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. Oh,
thank you.
Perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss MacFarlane. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
So the horse riding on this is very, very awkward. Like the horse will they'll just randomly verge to the left or to the right.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
There's a bumpy ride to town, but it's fine. Wait, what do you mean? We're right there. You mean to pull up? Yeah, the horse riding is...
Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Oh man, is that the bar that Arthur got thrown out of?
It's excellent to see you today.
So before I like, I do want to say, like, it does feel delayed a little bit. The buttons and the key mapping. So, like, when you hit shift to sprint, it does take, I mean, like, probably a second for him to get going. So, like, let me try to. So I'm hitting shift right now. It's hard to tell on a video, but like it's like I'm clicking shift. It's like click, boom. You know, it's almost very delayed. And same thing on a horse. When you veer left, it does it either suddenly or it takes 2 clicks to the left for the horse to go to the left. It's very, very weird. It's hard to explain.
Just finished helping a patient. How can I help?
Howdy, mister.
I got stock of them electric belts and you need to lose weight.
Those electric belts. B.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome.
Can we stay here because I have the marshals right here?
Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo?
Thank you.
You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
We'll try our best. We'll try our best. If you want to leave Armadillo, there are usually stagecoaches loading and unloading behind the freight station. Got it. All right, so the Marshal, there should be a... Right, he's got some missions for us down here. Yeah, here we go. Once purchased or rented, you can save your game, and each location is a hitched horse and extra ammunition and items. Got it. Well, it loads so fast that I can't even read the mission name.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you. Now what you want?
What you
My name's
want?
John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
No,
You
that
fella from the train company,
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer. You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down.
he was open for a
The
shootout.
man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Absolutely.
When things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
Company Marshal Johnson to the saloon. All right, let's go.
So who are we looking for?
Bunch of 2-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
About to do some gunfighting.
This dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Mount out, Marston. Walton's our man. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Let's go. Come on, horsey. Let's go. Whoa, my goodness.
Come on.
Do not kill Walton. All right, got it.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
That ain't how
that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality, and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walt's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Shola Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
Slow up.
Whoa there. Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses.
All right, got it.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Oh, already shooting at us. Okay, let's go.
Take cover. Work our way up this hill.
Take cover behind that wagon to your right.
Who else? Gotcha. I think where the differences come is during the gunfights. That's definitely where let's see. Shoot him in the legs. Got it. I literally got him. That's right.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. There's got to be some stuff for us to pick up here. Got to be something. Honor 200. There we go. Chess, we'll take it. Give us some money. Give us some money. 39 bucks. I mean, okay. I mean, not too shabby for a quick little mission. Doubt there's anything in the outhouse. Ooh, what do you got for us? Repeater ammo. Let's see. Here we go. Got another body for us to loot.
I have this.
I think that's all the bodies, right? Or did I get these two already? Maybe I didn't because they're still on the map. All right, let's see what this guy's got for us. Can we get some more money? Can't even loot that guy. Oh, because I think that's all that he had. All right, another $4. So we've got around 50 bucks after all that, but all right, guys, before I end this first video, there is one last thing that I want to do, and that's looking at the Steam reviews. So before I do that, I do want to say, you know, I think that the game is definitely a lot more smooth. The key mapping and the controls on a mouse and keyboard feel great when shooting, but it does seem like there's a little bit of a delay. So when you click on getting out of cover, it takes him a second. Or instead of going to the right, he like hesitates and starts to go to the left and then goes to the right. You know, there's a little bit of jankiness on a mouse and keyboard for this game. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, I don't think that has anything to do with me personally, because I played and I loved Red Dead Redemption 2 on a mouse and keyboard. That felt really, really nice to me. But, you know, the horseback riding and having to like do this constantly for 5 minutes at a time You know, I mean, my pinky was dead by the end of it. So, and it didn't let me use my side buttons on the mouse for some reason, because that would be so much easier just to click that way. But overall, I mean, if you are looking for an experience to play a really, really good game and you've only ever had a mouse or a computer and a PC, this is gonna be the best way to play Red Dead Redemption. If I wasn't making videos into series, I don't know if I would buy it. I'm not gonna lie. If you already have an Xbox, or, you know, I know the PlayStation version of this wasn't in too high regards, but to me, this really isn't that big of an improvement. Yeah, the frame rate's nice, and it's nice to get, you know, the 144 frames. It's great to get the higher resolutions, but the game was still made in 2010. You know, if we look at the textures here, I mean, the textures aren't that much of a difference between the enhanced version on the Series X. If you have a Series X and a PC, I would honestly just save yourself the $50 and utilize that. And I mean, even the same thing on the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. If you can, you know, if you have the game already on a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, then I would honestly not buy the PC version. I am probably going to continue this series on a PC just because I feel like, again, I've made this series at the very, very beginning of my channel, or more towards the beginning of my channel. So to see the difference between a webcam and not a webcam, and, you know, just me growing as a YouTuber, it's nice to have a more kind of enhanced version of a game that I've already played. But I mean, this to me isn't that big of an improvement. It really isn't. You know, the facial, you know, like just the character detail to me looks the same as the Xbox Series X version. I didn't play the PlayStation 5 version, but you know, it looks the same to me. But okay, guys, that's my take so far. Little janky as far as the controls. The gunplay feels incredible. It's really, really smooth. The detail looks like it was enhanced a little bit, but besides that, not much of a difference. Okay, let's go check out these Steam reviews. Okay, so the reviews are positive for the game. So they are positive, very positive, actually, if we look at that now. So if I scroll down, what most people are complaining a little bit about is the $50 price tag on a 15-year-old PC port. But everyone is saying how incredible that the game feels. It runs well. I don't see anything negative, really, just besides the price. And it's one of the most critically acclaimed games. It's 14 years old. Now it's on the PC. That's really about it. It's Red Dead Redemption. That's just what it is. It's Red Dead Redemption on the PC. Not many enhancements. That's really all I got to say. I have nothing negative to say about it on the PC. Again, it runs wonderful. It feels great in combat. The mouse and keyboard's a little bit janky, but that's because I personally am not used to clicking my pinky down every second for 3 minutes at a time to make the horse go faster. But okay, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this first intro video into Red Dead Redemption. I hope you guys enjoyed. And it's so hard to rate something like this because it's just it's what you saw is what it is. You know, it's face value. It's Red Dead Redemption on the PC. That's it. It's just a little bit of a higher frame rate. You can play at a higher resolution. That's it. That's the difference. There is no huge significant improvement that some of you may have been wishing for or wanting, but it's on PC now. So that's a plus. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Peace out.